Let's go. Everybody's fighting. Everybody's fighting. Everybody's fighting. Everybody's fighting. Day One Journey, episode 925. 75 episodes till 1,000. 1,000. Well, everybody's fighting, right? And today, guess what? I'm fighting. It's not an easy day. I was burned out. My brain was like exploding. And I just had a conversation with a friend, and they mentioned this idea of everybody's fighting. And sometimes I think we tend to think that other people have it better or have it easier. Like we look at them. So let's say they smile and they seem very happy. So we think everything is like super, I don't know, super duper with them. And I just remember a story. I don't remember why I was triggered a little bit then, but I think I was struggling with my own things at the time. It was 2012. It was 2012. I was working as an engineer at the time. And a person was, there were two incidents. One, it was at work. Someone asked me about nutrition and working out. He was a bit overweight. He was a big guy, very, very tall. I don't remember his name. And so he asked a few tips, and then I gave him some ideas, and then he just, it's like at the end of it, he was just like ending the conversation with a generic saying something like, yeah, but for you it's so easy for you, like what and I was like, how do you know? How do you know it's easy for me? You have no idea. I have no idea if it will be easy or hard for you. I don't know. I just give you the tools or the techniques or whatever advice he wanted. But then he said, hey, it's easy for you. No, you have no idea. You have zero idea if it's easy for me or not. Yeah? It's just like... And I think around the same week or the same time, someone that was pretty close to my life at the time said something very similar to me. He said like, "Whoa, you have the self-discipline. It's easy for you." It's like, no, self-discipline. It doesn't mean it's easy for me. I just got used to being uncomfortable, but it's still uncomfortable. Yes, and no, they just so it triggers something. Then I'm not sure why. Yeah, but I was struggling at the time with my own struggles. Yes, and sometimes I do it on purpose. Yeah, I wanted the specific struggle, but still I was a bit triggered there. Yeah, because also it's their excuse not to do anything but what they want to do. Yeah, because someone else has it better, easier, or whatever they want to say. And one friend was closer to me, so like, him saying excuses to him, I don't know. But also I knew that they have zero idea what challenges I'm going through. Yes, and by the way, most of my close friends don't really know what are my biggest struggles right now. Living abroad, like being alone. Most of them think about, they put themselves in my shoes and they think what would be hard for them. But the thing is, we are different people. We're fighting different things. For example, it's not that hard for me being alone. Yeah, this is not one of my biggest struggles. And sometimes it's just people don't understand. When I talk to someone, I try not to make assumptions. I try not to think I know. It's better for them. Like, I don't know, I just ask. I assume that I don't know, and then I assume that I don't know, and then if I want to know, I ask, and then I listen. Then I listen again, and then I ask more questions. And at the end of the day, I still know that I don't know more than they do. I was reminded about another story. I was talking to a friend, and I shared some experience about another friend going through a difficult relationship. They were separated, got a divorce, and long story. I shared it with another person because they asked, and at a certain point in the conversation, they reached a conclusion, like they need to do X, like, and I'm like, you didn't even hear all the story. How do you know this is best for them? You know, like they assume that they know, but they don't. And the thing that was very frustrating there, I knew much more than they did why their advice is like ridiculous. Yes. And why do you give advices like when you don't know what's happening? I know everybody's fighting, but everyone is fighting a different fight. We have different challenges. The things that are easiest for me might be the most difficult for someone else. I don't assume what's easy for me easy for other people, or vice versa. I just don't assume. I just don't assume. Everybody's fighting, and they fight a different fight. They face different challenges. They have different environments. They have different family. They have different character. They have different ambitions. They have different mentality. They have different mindset. They have different genetics. They have different body, different mind, different brain. Everything is different. But everyone is fighting something. And it's important to understand. It's important to understand because then we have more empathy. We understand more. I get messages right now, I don't know, and some phone calls, so I got a bit disturbed. But this is it. Everybody's fighting. Everyone is fighting, and it's a different fight. Let's don't jump to conclusions too fast, and just listen to the person in front of us. Or if we assume something, we can assume that they are struggling with something. Big, small, medium-sized, whatever. Things that we don't know. Because we are not them. And that's important. It helps me, it gives me perspective about life. And it reassures me, I'm struggling, other people are struggling. Whatever I struggle, I know other people are struggling as well. I'm not happy that they are struggling and I'm struggling as well, but I know that I'm not alone. It helps me understand other people. It helps me understand that I don't understand, which helps me understand, if you know what I mean. Either way, have a good day. Day one. I'm super tired. I try to sleep early today.